story of Cinderella is familiar with us. You know the long story of Cinderella, the stepmother, stepsisters, all that. Now, we will take a part of the story, Cinderella story, to do a small comprehension. Okay, so a little bit. You like to see Cinderella dressed well, isn't it? Not that poor Cinderella. So we work a little bit on, look at the passage I'm going to give you, let's read and then do some comprehension. Cinderella. Cinderella Cinderella ran ran to the garden. See, Cinderella wants to go to the ball. Now, the fairy godmother says, go and bring a large pumpkin. So, Cinderella ran to the garden. To the garden and brought her godmother the finest pumpkin. The finest pumpkin she could find. She could find. Wondering how this would wondering how this would help her to go to the ball. Godmother touched it with her magic wand. And the pumpkin was changed in a moment into a fine coach. All shining with gold. After After that, she went to look into the mouse trap where she found 6 mice, all alive, all alive. She told Cinderella, she told Cinderella to lift the trap, to lift the trap door up a little and as each mouse came out, she gave it a tap. With her wand. At once, it was changed into a beautiful horse. This made a very fine team. Of 6 horses, all dappled grey in color. That's it. So I told you the story of Cinderella we have taken apart. Cinderella is very sad. She also would like to go to the ball all dressed in lovely, beautiful gown. But it is not possible. While Cinderella is very sad and upset because she couldn't make it to the ball, there comes the fairy godmother. Her godmother appears and tells Cinderella, Cinderella, you are going to the ball. And that's a part of the story we are doing. She said, Cinderella, run, she said. So Cinderella ran to the garden and brought her godmother the finest pumpkin she could. Wondering how this could help her to go to the ball, while she was still wondering, godmother touched it with her magic wand and the pumpkin was changed in a moment into a fine coach, all shining with gold. After that, she went to look into the mouse trap where she found 6 mice all alive. She told Cinderella to lift the trap door a little, and as each mouse came out, she gave it a tap with her wand, a magic wand. At once, it was changed into a beautiful horse. This made a very fine team of 6 horses, all dappled, grey in color. Now for some questions. So, the coach is ready, the horses are ready, and there Cinderella is ready to go to the ball. Now for this part of the passage, we will go through some questions. First question is, what did the godmother do with the pumpkin? Or I would say, what did the godmother ask Cinderella to bring? What did the godmother, what did the godmother ask Cinderella to bring? What did she ask her to bring? What did godmother ask Cinderella? Godmother asked Cinderella to bring the finest pumpkin. The finest pumpkin she could find. What did the godmother ask Cinderella to bring? Godmother asked Cinderella to bring in the finest pumpkin she could find in the garden. Okay, the next question. What did the godmother do with the pumpkin? The next question is, what did the godmother do? What did the godmother do with the pumpkin? With the pumpkin. Now, what did the godmother do with the pumpkin? Godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand. So, what are the two questions we have here? What did the godmother ask Cinderella to bring? Godmother asked Cinderella to bring the finest pumpkin she could find in the garden. What did the godmother do with the pumpkin? Godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand. What happened? What happened to the pumpkin? What happened to the pumpkin? What happened to the pumpkin when she touched it? Pumpkin, when she touched. What happened to the pumpkin when she touched it? When godmother touched the pumpkin, it changed into a very fine coach. What happened to the pumpkin when godmother touched it? When godmother touched it, it changed into a fine coach, all shining with gold. Okay, what are the first question? What did the godmother ask Cinderella to bring? Godmother asked Cinderella to bring the finest pumpkin she could find in the garden. What did the godmother do with the pumpkin? Godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand. Now, what happened to the pumpkin when she touched with the magic wand? When she touched the pumpkin with the magic wand, it changed into a fine coach shining with gold. Okay, what did Cinderella find in the mouse trap? In the mouse trap. What did she find in the mouse trap? Cinderella found 6 mice in the mouse trap. Okay? She found 6 mice. What did Cinderella find in the mouse trap? She found 6 mice in the mouse trap. What did the godmother asked Cinderella to do? Godmother asked Cinderella to lift the trap and let out a mouse at a time. What did the godmother do as each mouse came out of the trap? She touched each mouse as it came out of the trap with a magic wand. The next question, what happened to the mouse as it came out of the mouse trap? As each mouse came out of the mouse trap, it was changed into a beautiful horse. Now, what did they have finally? They had a very fine team of 6 horses, all dappled grey in color. So, now we know the story of Cinderella, how she went to the ball. Once again, Cinderella. Cinderella ran to the garden and brought her godmother the finest pumpkin she could find, wondering how this would help her to go to the ball. Godmother touched it with a magic wand and the pumpkin was changed in a moment into a fine coach all shining with gold. After that, she went to look into the mouse trap, where she found 6 mice all alive. She told Cinderella to lift the trap door a little. As each mouse came out, she gave it a tap with her magic wand. All at once, it was changed into a beautiful horse. This made a very fine team of 6 horses, all dappled grey in color. Now, where did Cinderella want to go? Cinderella wanted to go to the ball. What did the godmother ask her to bring? Godmother asked her to bring the finest pumpkin she could find in the garden. Now, what was Cinderella thinking in her mind? Cinderella thought in her mind, how could a pumpkin help her to go to the ball? What did godmother do with the pumpkin that she brought? Godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand. Now, when the pumpkin was touched by the magic wand, what happened to the pumpkin? When godmother touched the pumpkin with the magic wand, it changed, the pumpkin changed into a fine coach all shining with gold. Now, what did they find in the mouse trap? In the mouse trap, there were 6 mice all alive. What did godmother tell Cinderella to do to the mouse trap? Cinderella was told to lift the trap door a little to allow each mouse to come out. When each mouse came out, what did the godmother do? Godmother touched each mouse as it ran out of the trap. Now, what happened to the mouse? As each mouse was touched with the magic wand, the mouse turned into a beautiful horse. Now, how many horses did they have? They had all together 6. They made a very fine team of 6 horses, all dappled grey in color. Now, so now you know how to read a passage, even a part of the story, and find the answers to it. So we'll do a small comprehension on John and the cherries. One day, John went shopping. With his mother. John went shopping with his mother. The first call was at the greengrocers. The greengrocers. And while his mother was buying some fruit, John looked longingly at a box containing lovely red cherries. Help yourself. Help yourself to a handful. John said, the greengrocer but John did not move. I'm sure you like cherries. I'm sure you like cherries, don't you? asked the puzzled shopkeeper. And John nodded his head quickly. Thinking thinking that the boy was too shy to help himself, the grocer, the green grocer, the green grocer went to the box, went to the box and gave John a large handful. When they had left, when they had left the shop, and they had left the shop, John's mother asked him why he had not taken the cherries when the green grocer had told him to. Well, you see, Mummy, replied John. His hand is twice as big as mine, as big as now. This is a lovely little story. We'll read it, pay attention, have to answer some questions of John and the cherry. One day, John went shopping with his mother. Their first call was at the greengrocer's, and while his mother buying some fruit, John looked longingly at a box containing lovely red cherries. Help yourself to a handful, John, said the greengrocer. But John did not move. I'm sure you like cherries, don't you? Asked the puzzled greengrocer, and John nodded his head quickly, thinking that the boy was too shy to help himself. The greengrocer went to the box and gave John a large hand. When they had left the shop, John's mother asked him why he had not taken the cherry when the greengrocer had told him to. Then the little boy says, well, you see, mummy, replied little John, his hand is twice big as mine. It's a lovely story, isn't it? So the little boy knew his hand was small, could get only little cherry. Now, there are some questions. Now that we have read the passage, let us answer these questions. Okay. Now, the first question is, at what? At what shop? At what shop did John and his mother and his mother call first? The first question is, at what shop did John and his mother call first? Okay. Now, John and his mother, they went shopping, isn't it? John and his mother went shopping. Their first call, John and his mother's first call was at the greengrocer's. At what shop did John and his mother call first? John and his mother's first call was at the greengrocer's. Okay, the next question. Question is, what did what did what did the greengrocer what did the greengrocer tell John? Tell John to do. What did the greengrocer tell John to do? Now, the greengrocer told John to take, I'm sure you like cherries, don't you? The greengrocer told John to have a helping, good helping of the cherries he liked. Okay, now help yourself a hand. What did the greengrocer tell John? Greengrocer told John to take as much with his hand to help himself a handful of cherries. What did the greengrocer tell John to do? Grocer told John to help himself to a handful of cherries. Okay, now at what shop did John and his mother call first? John and his mother first call was at the greengrocer's. What did the greengrocer tell John to do? Greengrocer told John to help himself with a handful of cherries. The next question. Did John do as he was told? Did John? Did John do as he was told? No, John did not do as he was told. The greengrocer told him to help himself with the hand. What did John do? John only nodded his head quickly. Did John do as he was told by the greengrocer? No, John did not do as he was instructed by the greengrocer. John only nodded quickly. That's all. What was John's reply, mother? What was John's reply to his mother, to his mom? What was the reply to his mom? Said, well, you see, mummy, his hand, the greengrocer's hand, was twice as big as mine. So why did he not answer to the greengrocer? John, my hands are little. Hand. So what was the John's reply to his mother? John's reply to his mother was that his little hand too small. So that greengrocer's hand was twice as big his own little hand. We can have more questions. Okay, we can have more questions. Like, how big was John greengrocer's hand? Twice as big as the little John's hand. Why did John wait and did not reply to the greengrocer? John waited, did not reply, hoping he will get a large handful of cherries. Okay, what did the greengrocer do when John only nodded without replying, without doing anything, although he looked longingly at? What did the greengrocer do? Greengrocer knew John liked cherries. Took a large scoop and plenty. Now, another question. What was John looking longingly at? What was John looking longingly at? John was looking longingly at a lovely red box of cherries. Large box of cherries, lovely red cherries. John was. So, let's go through this once again. You can form your own questions also. John and the cherry. One, John went shopping with his mother. Their first call was at the greengrocer. While his mother was buying some fruit, John looked longingly at a box containing lovely red cherry. Help yourself to a handful, John, said the greengrocer. But John did not move. I'm sure you like cherries, don't you? Asked the green puzzled shopkeeper. And John nodded his head quickly, thinking that the boy was too shy. Help himself, the greengrocer went to the box, gave John a large handful. When they had left the shop, John's mother asked why he had not taken the cherries when the greengrocer had told him to. Well, see, mummy, replied John, his hand twice as big as mine. Like the story? It's a lovely little story. So you wanted a John wanted a generous helping, you would take only little. Isn't it lovely? Yes. Now I have given only four questions. We can make our own questions. When you understand the passage, you will learn to create your own question and find the answer.